Aloha and welcome to today's beingness together. We are here being together, not really needing to accomplish anything except simply being, feeling, relaxing, softening, and tuning into our heart and this deep place of gratitude for the moment and for being. And the kitty is definitely going to join us because cats are, gurus, in my opinion. They're like freaking enlightened creatures. A practice that I do every day is I read a lesson from this book, A Course in Miracles. And today you are invited to join me in lesson 44. Lesson 44 is epic. Yesterday's lesson was also pretty freaking epic. Yes. And they're especially epic when they're applied and practiced throughout the day, when they are hammered in, when they are taken in as a food, when the practice or the lesson is taken in as a food all throughout the day. That's when it's extra epic. And when we actually do the practice periods that the lesson is prescribing us, like to actually do it, is really getting the food of what it's speaking, and not just like intellectually thinking about it, but really having those codes be activated inside. And that's really, to me, where it's at, because it's no longer like thinking about it and intellectually understanding it. It's actually being fully in the experience of it. And that is personally my biggest kink or love. I love it so much. If I have a kink for being really activated and lit up by the teachings of Christ, to be quite honest. And I do feel a bit shy saying it like that, because I don't want to be misperceived as, I don't want the Christians to come at me and be like, oh yes, Christ the Lord, you shall be Christian. I love Christianity. I love Buddhism, Islam. I love Hinduism. I love the love and the compassion and the acceptance and that which brings the true freedom, that which actually reveals that the freedom has always been here, that which reveals the love that is eternal. That is what I'm all about in all the religions. The other stuff that creates a lot of shame and guilt, I'm not so much about. So that's why I might not fully be a Christian, I'm not sure, but I certainly love the love of God and know that it is here for me and for you and for all of us. And it is a true gift to feel it in this moment now. I'm wearing a new shirt. It's kind of weird. It's kind of awkward. I don't know. This shirt's kind of funny. I'm going to go exercise after this. I'm wearing my sweatpants and my t-shirt. I feel a little funny in it. Kind of feel like a kindergarten kid. Like I am in kindergarten, having fun in my playground right here, right now. All right, so lesson 44. Do you guys want to join me in it? Let's do lesson 44 right now together, and then we shall be complete with today's being together. Okay, lesson 44. God is the light in which I see. Today we are continuing the idea for yesterday, adding another dimension to it. You cannot see in darkness, and you cannot make light. You can make darkness and then think you see in it, but light reflects life and is therefore an aspect of creation. Creation and darkness cannot coexist, but light and life must go together, being but different aspect of creation. In order to see, you must recognize that light is within, not without. You do not see outside yourself, nor is the equipment for seeing outside you. An essential part of this equipment is the light that makes seeing possible. It is with you always, making vision possible in every circumstance. Today we are going to attempt to reach that light. For this purpose, we will use a form of exercise which has been suggested before and which we will utilize increasingly. It is particularly difficult form for the undisciplined mind and represents a major goal of mind training. It requires precisely what the untrained mind lacks. Yet this training must be accomplished if you are to see. Have at least 3 practice periods today, each lasting 3 to 5 minutes. A longer time is highly recommended, but only if you find the time slipping by with little or no sense of strain. The form of practice we will use today is the most natural and easy one in the world for the trained mind, just as it seems to be the most unnatural and difficult for the untrained mind. Your mind is no longer wholly untrained. You are quite ready to learn the form of exercise we will use today, but you may find that you will encounter strong resistance. The reason is very simple. While you practice in this way, you leave behind everything that you now believe and all the thoughts that you have made up. Properly speaking, this is the release from hell. Yet perceived through the ego's eyes, it is loss of identity and a descent into hell. If you can stand aside from the ego by ever so little, you will have no difficulty in recognizing that its opposition and its fears are meaningless. You might find it helpful to remind yourself from time to time that to reach light is to escape from darkness. Whatever you may believe to the contrary, God is the light in which you see. You are attempting to reach him. Begin the practice period by repeating today's idea with your eyes open. God is the light I see. And close them slowly, repeating the idea several times more. God is the light I see. God is the light in which I see. Begin the practice period by repeating today's idea with your eyes open and close them slowly, repeating the idea several times more. Then try to sink into your mind, letting go every kind of interference and intrusions by quickly sinking past them. Your mind cannot be stopped in this unless you choose to stop it. It is merely taking its natural course. Try to observe your passing thoughts without involvement and slip quietly by them. While no particular approach is advocated for this form of exercise, what is needful is a sense of the importance of what you are doing. Its value, the value of it, and an awareness that you are attempting something very holy. Salvation is your happiest accomplishment. It is also the only one that has any meaning, because it is the only one that has any real use to you at all. If resistance rises in any form, pause long enough to repeat today's idea, keeping your eyes closed unless you are aware of fear. In that case, you will probably find it more reassuring to open your eyes briefly. Try, however, to return to the exercises with open eyes closed as soon as possible. If you are doing the exercises correctly, you should experience some sense of relaxation and even a feeling that you are approaching, if not actually entering, into light. Try to think of light, formless and without limit, as you pass by the thoughts of this world. And do not forget that they cannot hold you to the world unless you give them the power to do so. Throughout the day, repeat the idea often, with eyes open or closed as seems better to you at the time. But do not forget, above all, be determined not to forget today that God is the light in which I see. God is the light in which I see. God is the light in which I see. This is so beautiful and true and real, and I deeply resonate with this book because it so much is putting to words what I experienced 10 years ago in my near-death experience. I think I resonate deeply with anything, any type of music or whatever, like, you know, the thing, that which fasting reveals, that which this book reveals, that which 5-MeO reveals, that which eye-gazing and intimacy and connection and tantric lovemaking reveals, that which being in nature reveals, is that which I experienced so profoundly in the moment of death. Like, what did death show me? It showed me this eternal light that is who I am. It is the source of me, you, all. And because of this truth and this remembrance and knowing, I need not fear anything in this world, because I am the light in the darkness. We are the light in the darkness. And so this is not about escaping or trying to get away from darkness. It's actually about trusting that we need not fear it, because we are the light in it. And the deeper we open to it and have love and acceptance for whatever is here, the more we will see what it actually is. Everything is actually love. Even the pain, even the deepest fear. And it's all just a call. It's either it's love or it's asking for love and acceptance. And so it's all really just coming back to the same. Light, love, eternal, everlasting peace. This might sound super boring for the ego mind that wants to have a shit ton of drama all the time, and that wants to be in a war all the time, that wants to have all this drama and create all these fucking stories to then, you know, solve them through other means and feel accomplished. It's like, actually, it's very simple and peaceful always in the present moment, even when it appears to be a lot of problems or challenges in life. Actually, if we really tune in, there's plenty of peace. There is infinite love right here, right now, always available to us. It is a choice we make, love or fear. And to be honest, I've noticed I can't have a little bit of like, I gotta put both feet in, 2 feet in the pool, or none at all. Some people might get what I mean by that, but yeah. All right, the sun's getting really strong. I got to go. Peace be with you, my friends. Thank you for being with me today. May you all be blessed. I know you are already, because you're here and you have a breath flowing in and out, and that is the proof, the living, breathing, vibrating truth that you are blessed. So we celebrate in this blessing, or be still in this blessing. Kitty really likes the readings too. Right, Kitty? Right? Yeah. You like the book reading and the chilling out here, don't you?